Okay, what I'd like to do is I'd like to show you how to make some of the drawings for the vise. Some of them are a little tricky. So I want to start off, I'm going to show you how to draw the screw rod for the vise. Okay, the screw rod has two different types of threads on it. It has an M10-1, which means the major diameter is 10 millimeters and the pitch is 1. And there is a TR 20 by 4. Now on the drawing it's called out a square thread, but it's not really. It's really a trapezoid. Okay, so it's a trapezoid shape, and you can see that trapezoid shape right here. Okay, and it's 20, so it's 20 millimeters in diameter, and the pitch on here is 4. Okay, now we did go over this in class, and I did, if you look under the module called helpful files, there is a PDF how to do this, and we did do it together, but I thought I'd like to just have something might be a little easier for you to follow. Okay, all right, we're going to make two triangles. Okay, remember the triangles were for making our threads. So for the M10-1, we're going to make one that's 1.5 by 1.3 and 60 degrees. For the trapezoid or square thread, we're going to make one that's 2 by 2 and 30 degrees. Okay, we're going to draw both of those threads, and then we're going to put them on a rod. Okay, and again, the dimensions for that are on the detailed drawing for the vise, but I took some of these out. Okay, you'll see the one with the box, the 170, that means that it's a reference dimension. It's not dimensioned on the drawing. Okay, and shouldn't be used if you're doing inspection or anything, but I put it there because we're going to need it to create our drawing. All right, so we're going to take a look at how we would draw this. Okay, so we're going to open up AutoCAD. We're going to go grab our template. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to New and browse for the template. Okay, I'm going to find my templates. Okay, which are over here under title blocks, and I want the three-dimensional millimeter. Now you make sure that you get the millimeter, okay, or your drawings are not going to turn out right. Okay, and I'm going to go into model space. Okay, I'm going to type in PER for perspective and put it at 0. Okay, I'm going to make sure I'm at my home directory. Under here, under base, under view, okay, I'm going to make sure that I'm using the third angle projection. Okay, millimeter drawings are usually made for other countries and they use the first angle projection. Okay, but we want to use the third angle projection. Okay, very important. Okay, and I'm going to pick OK. Okay, and I'm going to start off by drawing my triangles. So I'm going to go to the top view. It's 1.3 millimeters and 1.5 millimeters. So I'm going to go here, make sure F8 is on. I'm going to type 1.5. Okay, might have to zoom up on that a little bit. I'm going to go from the center to here, and I'm going to go 1.3, and I'm going to attach those lines. Okay, I'm going to draw a line across the top, straight across here. I'm going to offset that 0.16. Again, these numbers are all on that PDF. And I'm going to go down here. I'm going to extend this to here, and then I'm going to trim those guys up. Try this again. Trim these guys up. Okay, I don't need that line anymore, and I don't need this line anymore. I'm now going to mirror this from this point up. I'm going to go to modify, mirror, pick the whole thing, go up here, and no, don't erase it. I'm going to connect this line here to here. Okay, get rid of these guys and get rid of this one and this one. Okay, now I'm going to put a radius here, and that radius is 0.22. Excuse me. Okay, so there is my first triangle. I'm going to make a region out of it. Okay, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make the trapezoid. The trapezoid is 2 millimeters. Okay, by 2 millimeters. Again, from the center point, I'm going to draw a line. Okay, just across the top here. All right, now I need to draw my two angles. I'm going down here to my polar tracking. Okay, I want to make sure that it is 15 degrees because it's 30 inclusive. Okay, and I'm going to draw a line. Okay, and I'm going to draw it this way. And I'm going to go till I get to that 15-degree angle. And I'm going to draw this one till I get to that angle. Then I'm going to trim these guys up. Okay, I don't need this line anymore. And I'm going to make a region out of that. Okay, now I'm going to draw my helix. Okay, I've got two to draw. Okay, for the small thread, I'm going to go here to draw helix. I'm going to pick a spot. Okay, now we have to make sure that we put F8 on here. Okay, very important that we do that or else it will not work right. So I'm going to put F8 on and I'm going to drag it over this way so that dotted line goes horizontal to the right. Okay, so now I've got the base radius, which is 5. The top radius is 5 as well. The turn height is the pitch, 1.5, and then the height is 22 millimeters. Okay, don't worry about what's going into where. I can take and I can move this if I want to, and maybe I will. I'll move it over a little bit. So it's over here. Now I'm going to draw the second one, the bigger one. Okay, so I'm going to start over here. Make sure I drag it that way. The diameter is 20. Okay, so the diameter is 20, so the radius would be 10. Okay, the top is the same. The turn height here is 4. Okay, and the height is 170. All right, let's go to our southeast isometric view. Okay, and see what we've got here. So we've got two helixes, two triangles, or a triangle and a trapezoid. Now I'm going to go up here. This is where I normally want to go in southeast isometric. So I'm just going to go here where this little down arrow is. I'm going to say set current view as home. So now I just have to pick that home to get there. All right, what I'm going to do now, okay, I'm going to be sweeping these across here, but what I want to do is I want to put a reference. So I want the center of that. I'm just going to draw a line down there. Okay, this is going to allow me to move it to where I want. So I'm going to do the same thing, go from the center and just drag it down so I have one there. Okay, I can take and move both of these again, okay, because they're kind of in my way. So I'll just take and I'll just move it to the side there a little bit. All right, I'm going to take this triangle and I'm going to rotate it. So I'm going to go into 3D rotate. Okay, and I'm going to pick the green one and I'm going to rotate it this way. I'm going to pick the blue one and rotate it this way. Okay, I'm then going to take and I'm going to move this from the midpoint to the end point there. Okay, I'm going to take and I'm going to go to sweep. I'm going to pick the triangle. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to pick the helix. Okay, now I have my helix there. For the trapezoid here, I'm going to move it. And I'm going to move it over here somewhere down to here. Okay, I'm going to go into 3D rotate. I'm going to pick the green one, go that way. I'm going to pick the blue one, go that way. So I have this one here, hit escape. I'm going to move this again from the midpoint of that line to the end point here. Okay, I'm going to go up to sweep again. I'm going to pick that trapezoid, hit enter, pick the helix. Okay, so now I have the helix of that one. Excuse me. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw the outline of my thread. So I'm going to start off with a circle, center and diameter, put it right here. That diameter is 10. Okay, I'm going to extrude that here, and I'm going to go up 22. Okay, I'm going to put these on hidden now, make it a little easier to see. Okay, I'm going to draw another one right here. Okay, that is 10 as well. Okay, I'm going to extrude that, and I'm going to pick that with a window, so I only get that, and that one's going to go up 18. Okay, which brings me to there. Okay, so that'll be where my first thread is going to go. Okay, I'm going to draw a circle from the center again. Okay, and this one is 20. Okay, and I'm going to extrude that one from here, and I'm going to go up, and that is 170. So that's going to be my threads for there. I'm going to draw another circle here. Okay, and that is going to be 20 as well. I'm going to extrude that up. Okay, and this one's going to go up 40. That is the unthreaded portion. Okay, I'm going to draw the cap part here. It's another circle. Okay, and that one is 32. I'm going to extrude that. Okay, and that's going to go up 40. Okay, so there is the basic outline of my threads. Okay, I'm going to put this on X-ray because it will help me grab the center of these. Okay, I'm going to take this one first. I'm going to put it there. Actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put a chamfer on here. So I'm going to go up to solid, chamfer. The distance is going to be 1 both ways. I'm going to select this edge here and hit enter twice. Okay, now I'm going to take and I'm going to move this one here, and I'm going to pick that end point of that line that I drew there. Okay, right there. And I'm going to bring that over, and I'm going to put it on the center of here, right there. Okay, so I've got that one there. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Okay, I'm going to move it. Okay, now if your computer's like mine, it gets a little slow finding stuff in there. I'm going to pick that endpoint right there, and I'm going to put that on the end point, or the center, excuse me, the center of this one here. Okay, so now I've got them there. Alright, now I've got to do some subtracting. I'm going to swing this around a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to subtract. I'm going to pick that one that we put the chamfer on, and then this thread here. Okay, then I'm going to pick, subtract again. Okay, this cylinder here and the threads. Okay, if I take a look at the right side view, and if I put it on realistic, it'll look much nicer. Okay, and now I have the correct threads there, and I've got the correct threads there. And I got a little problem right here, but don't worry about that, that's alright. Okay, I'm going to go back to my home view. Okay, I can delete these lines, I don't need those. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to union all these together and grab everything. So now I've got one part. Okay, I need to put a radius of 3 up top here, so I'm going to go to solid. I'm going to go to fillet edge, The radius is 3. I'm going to pick this guy right there. Enter, enter. Okay. One more little feature to put on here. I need to put, there's a hole going through this cap. Okay, so I'm going to go back to hidden. A little easier there. And I'm going to draw a line. Okay, now I want to make sure that I am on the front view. Okay, on the front view because it's what I'm looking at. And I'm going to draw a line. Okay, and I'm going to go from this quadrant, and I'm going to go up 20 millimeters right there. Okay, I'm going to take and I'm going to put circle, center, and diameter. The diameter of that is 10. Okay, I'm going to take and I'm going to extrude that. Just go all the way through. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to subtract those. That one there, subtract that from it, and now I have my hole. Okay, I'm going to just take and move this just over slightly so that if there's any other extra lines like that one there, that is done. I can go here to realistic. Okay, and there is my screw rod, all finished. All right, that is it for that.